Welcome to Mewz on Mountain Talk. I'm your host, Crystal Jones. On this episode, our Season 4 finale, we'll take a look back at some highlights from our time here on Mountain Talk. I've got music and interviews from our friends at Sadblacklab, and we do what Mewz does best, introduce you to a brand new band. Hear the first radio interview and music by the Appalachian Rejects. Tune in and chill out. This is Mewz on Mountain Talk. Tune in and chill out as we bring you the people and places across Kentucky that inspire and amuse. This is Mewz. Mewz has been around as a podcast since 2018. This was our 4th season on radio, and we were honored to be a part of the WMMT family and be here on Mountain Talk, where the show set out to share our love and lived experiences covering the people and places around Kentucky and Southeast Appalachia that inspired and amused us. Season 4 kicked off in late 2024, covering the depth of relationship between mental well-being and music. We decorate space with art, and we decorate time with music, to steal a famous quote by Jean-Michel Basquiat. The time Mewz spends at festivals and events has been marked by the sound of conversations, laughter, some tears, and a lot of music. Healing Appalachia bookended our season. We attended in West Virginia for the 2024 show, and in late 2025 in Ashland, Kentucky. The 2025 lineup included Jeremy Short and Jonathan Pennington from Moonlight Mile, who have been guests on the show in previous years. I caught up with them in the weeks to follow about their experiences. Alrighty, so this is Crystal. I'm here with Mr. Jeremy Short. Thank you for joining me.
Hey.
So, last time we saw each other was at Healing Appalachia. You opened this year. Tell us a little bit about how that came to be.
Oh, well, I know all those people. My manager, Keeby Gilkerson, he works with Wisdom. They are a lot of those people, and that run Healing Appalachia. They're actually on the board of Hope in the Hills, which is the nonprofit that puts on the festival. So, I've just been around for every single healing I've been to, except for the first one, but I've attended every one after that and been on stage with artists in one form or another. So I think it was just, kind of a natural progression that I get to play it every so often. And we got to open the festival this year, Thursday night, for Andy Frasco, who's a very high energy rock and roller. And that was good fun.
Well, I'm falling into a trance. Yes, I'm falling for your dance. You got me where you want me. You got me on the line. Girl, I go where you want me. I'll give you all my time. trance. Yes, I'm falling for your dance. You got me where you want me. You got me up the line. Girl, I go where you want me. I'll give you all my time. Take some time. Free your mind. Just let go of the things that you can't change. It might sound strange, but I'm falling into a trance. Yes, I'm falling for your dance. You got me where you want me. You got me on the line. Girl, I go where you want me. I'll give you all my time.
For Mountain Talk, we're talking with Jonathan Pennington of Moonlight Mile. Thanks for joining me, Jonathan.
Thank you so much for having me.
You got to perform this year at Healing Appalachia. Tell us about that. How did that come about?
I did. It was kind of a secret. I knew that I was going to have a part in it from like almost the beginning. As soon as I saw it was going to be in Ashland, I reached out to some people and I'm like, this is right by my house. So like I will play for free. I will do whatever. Like, please let me, be involved. And long story short, we were able to play right after Tyler's set in a kind of a secluded place where some of the people that had been there all week and had volunteered all their time, we got to play for them.
Winding country roads curl like a serpent's tongue. Misty mountain fog blowing in off the lake. Speaking words of fire and Holy Ghost conviction. Fiddling a dirge for the sinners and saints. Like a farm left vacant, beaten by the rain. Old wood boards could use a new coat of polyurethane. Southern hope surrendered to fascist regime, devoting strictly morals and feeding the machine. Down the promenade I can hear that same old familiar sound. Another Sunday evening's coming down, Lord, Lord. Skeletons of cars parked out in the drive. Takes a healthy dose of fentanyl just to keep you alive. Old songs and verses written on conscious thought. And Jesus is coming back again someday, or so we were taught. Down the promenade I can hear that same old familiar sound. Another Sunday evening's coming down, down the promenade. I can hear that same old familiar sound. Another Sunday evening's coming down. Another Sunday evening's coming down. Another Sunday evening.
To hear the Healing Appalachia episodes and find out more about the festivals we've been to, go to KY Mewz, that's MEWZ, Mewz.com. Among the many individuals I encounter at events, it's hard to deny the influence of Appalachian women. Equal amounts compassion, grit, and strong will, they are the backbone of our families, communities, and ever more so the local music scene. Kentucky has 2 festivals that are centered around these women, Mountain Grrl Experience and HollerGirl. Both emphasize a vast amount of talent and courage across the region, gathering musicians and fans under a canopy of domestic well-being, awareness, and music. This year's HollerGirl will take place from June 5th to the 7th, and the Mountain Grrl Experience will be October 15th through the 17th. You can find pictures from my coverage of the events on our website at kymewz.com. From the Mountain Grrl Experience, here's festival co-founder Chris Bailey Preston and her band Cold Town Dixie with Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Come home in the morning like my mother says, when you're gonna live your life right. Oh mother dear, we're not the fortunate ones, and girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have fun. Phone rings in the middle of the night, my father yells, what you gonna do with your life? Oh daddy dear, you know you're still number one, but girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have, that's all they really want, some fun. When the working day is done, oh, girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have fun. Wanna have fun. Girls wanna have fun. Some boys take a beautiful girl and hide her away from the rest of the world. I wanna be the one to walk in the sun, and girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have, that's all they really want, some fun. When the working day is done, oh, girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have fun. Girls, they wanna have fun. Girls wanna have fun. Girls
Thanks for tuning in and chilling out with me. I'm Crystal Jones, and this is Mewz on Mountain Talk, right here on WMMT. It's our final episode of Season 4, and we're highlighting this year's coverage of festivals. Plus, I've got fresh interviews with Sadblacklab and a brand new duo, the Appalachian Rejects, in their first ever radio interview. My next guests are a brand new duo in the Kentucky music scene, and their sound is as fresh as their presence. Miranda K. Smart and Jeffrey Jones tell me about their project, Appalachian Rejects. This is Crystal with WMMT Radio and Mewz in the Mountains, and this weekend I'm at the Berea Earth Warriors concert series. And as with these new festivals, it does tend to happen that you meet a band that you have never encountered before and are extremely pleased with them and want to get to know them more and share them with the audience. So today we are here with Appalachian Rejects, who I'm really excited to share with you guys. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about themselves, and then we'll jump into talking about their music.
Hi, my name is Miranda K. Smart. I am the songwriting powerhouse and vocal talent of the Appalachian Rejects. Both of us are poly-instrumentalists, and we are collaborative improvisational type artists that have fused together pretty much to make this unique sound based off of my original music, and with some of our favorite covers spanning through grunge, pop, rock, and kind of anywhere in between of all the genres.
All right, and I'm Jeff Jones. I've been a musician of many different styles, and I currently also play with English country dance bands. So I play classical with my upright, and like Miranda said, we're multi-instrumentalists, and so mostly with Appalachian Rejects, I'm playing guitar and lead guitar. And I'm willing to have that change at some point because we are looking for more musicians in order to help expand our vision. But as of right now, I'm playing lead and trying to add in some of those extra hooks in order to make these songs pop a little bit more. So I've been playing since I was in my teens, and I'm just recently turned 51. So it's been a long time of playing music of so many different types.
So how did you guys end up meeting each other? Was it just a mutual? Because there is a big age gap. It seems to be like an age gap.
Yeah, we definitely didn't find each other we didn't find each other in school or anything. So yeah, well, we met at Lex Jam, a music event that is now quarterly, but still going on over at Goodwood. As I said, quarterly, so once every 4 months or so.
So how are you being received, and how do you feel like you're fitting into the scene as it is?
I guess the perception I'm getting is pretty all right. We're not getting too much negative feedback. It's more of like, I guess no one really cares anymore about the people that care about live music are mostly the people who are in it. If you look at this festival, it's mostly people involved with the festival, involved with the people, or the people who genuinely do, that are like the old-timer folks who go to all the festival gigs that are here at all these. But you're not finding as many huge crowds being pulled in to things like something like Court Days or something like that, where it's drawing a huge amount of the people out.
There's also a prevalence of cover bands, and I don't want to poo-poo cover bands. Some of them can make some amazingly new directions with an existing song, and that's artistic expression just as much as what we do. But we try and limit those covers. We're trying to be able to be authentic in terms of the art that we create, that it comes from us and that we're the ones that imagining it and making it happen.
But yeah, we're going to see The Butcher on November 1st, where we will I'm going to throw an hour of solo stuff first, and then we're going to have an hour for Someday Mockingbird. And then we're going to schedule the last hour for us to record what will be the bulk of our EP, which we're also going to probably use stuff from here and use a little, combine all the recordings we can so we can develop an EPK as well as an EP. So, and I'll have simultaneously, hopefully, be able to release like a single, and then the single will promote and announce the EP for the Appalachian Rejects and my solo EP, which will have a very similar title to the EP of the Appalachian Rejects. We'll have like a duo theme. It'll be like 2 EPs getting released.
This time I've fallen down. The clouds have no silver lines. This time I'm sorry for slipping again and again. I have drowned. I know you're heeding to my example now. Never let yourself go into the dark alone. Step by step, the army falls, your walls come crashing down. I've seen you cry 1,000 times. Why can't you let yourself go? Why can't you just say no? This time I try and hold you close. And the waves bring us down. This time you've come further than me now. For once I'm looking up at the sky. Honesty means nothing to us both. I've seen this scene play out time after time. Is it you or them bringing me out to play in the dark alone? Step by step, the army falls, your walls come crashing down. I've seen you cry 1,000 times. Why can't you let yourself go? Why can't you just say no? This time I try and hold you close. The tide pulls us in deeper, the waves bring us down further. We are the faceless, we are the falling. The falling. We're falling down, we're falling down.
That was the Appalachian Rejects, recorded live at the Berea Earth Warriors concert by Living Sound Delusions. You're listening to Mewz for Mountain Talk. Be sure to follow the artists and events that we share with you to find out more. Stick around. We'll be right back after this short break here on WMMT Mountain Talk. Welcome back to Mewz on Mountain Talk. I'm Crystal Jones. We've been highlighting this season's event coverage, starting with Healing Appalachia, the Mountain Grrl Experience, and HollerGirl. In May, we made our way to Monticello for the Sleeping in the Woods Festival. This year's dates are May 15th and 16th. From Sleeping in the Woods, here's festival founder Nicholas Jamerson with the festival's namesake track.
I wouldn't change a thing, but there's one thing we both know. It's like, man, it feels so good. But for a man like me, it's easy to see that I'm better off sleeping in the woods. Yeah, I'm better off sleeping in the woods. that I'm better off sleeping in the woods.
In August of 2025, I took a break from attending other festivals to host one of my own. In our second year, Festival of the Mewz brought together an audio feast of local music from every genre and around the state to Irvine, Kentucky, where we spent 2 days exploring sound and space. We're sad to announce that this year there won't be a Festival of the Mewz. Our location that we typically have the festival at is going to be closed for updates at the end of this summer, and as we look for new grounds, something I'm no stranger to, I'll be shoring up efforts to help other organizers with upcoming events. If you want to know what those are and where we'll be, you can always follow us on our socials, on Substack, or go to our website. You're listening to Mewz on Mountain Talk. Thanks for tuning in and chilling out with us.
Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we say we will find you acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the world. It's my own design. It's my own remorse. Help me to decide. Help me make the most of freedom and of pleasure. Nothing really lasts forever. Everybody wants to rule, though. There's a room where the light won't find you. Holding hands as the walls come tumbling down. When they do, I'll be right beside you. So glad we've almost made it. So sad we had to fade it. Everybody wants to rule the world. Yeah. I can't stand this indecision, married with a lack of vision. Everybody wants to rule the, say that you'll never, ever, 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 ever need it. One and why believe it? Everybody wants to rule the world. Yeah. Everybody, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody, 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 yeah, wants to rule the world, wants to rule the world.
That was Brando von Schoik, who performed at Festival of the Mewz with his cover of Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Thanks for tuning in and chilling out with Mewz and myself, Crystal Jones, on this week's Mountain Talk. If you enjoy this program, you can support us by going to WMMT.org and donating to this station. It wouldn't hurt if you mentioned Mewz by name. Your gift of any size helps keep original programming and local artists on the air. Coming up next, we'll hear from Sadblacklab about their newest member and the new LP in the works. Stay tuned.
Bubbling over with!
Sadblacklab, another band on the scene with a unique sound that fans of rock and bluegrass alike will love. I had a chat with Greg, Emily, and Zoe about what they've been up to and the highly anticipated new album in the works.
What's up, WMMT? My name is Emily, and I play fiddle/violin, and I also sing for Sadblacklab.
Hey everybody, I'm Zoe Blackwell, and I play flute, saxophone, accordion, and keyboard, and sing backup.
And I'm Greg McIntosh, and I play guitar and I sing.
We're going to start off by giving folks a background about you guys, because it's been a long time since we had you on. Give us an idea of who you are, where you're from, and how you guys came to be Sadblacklab.
I had another band that I fronted a long time ago, but never released any material. And toward the end of the teens, around 2018, 19, I was writing a bunch of new material, meeting Emily through a mutual friend.
Yeah, you guys came out to the Grrl one night, right?
Switched over to playing predominantly acoustic guitar, which at the time was pretty new for me, and was like, some violin or some strings would be really cool with this. And I had met Emily, and she was into it, and I think that was like late 2019.
Yeah, that was like honestly about this time. So we're going on about 6 years of this project. And Zoe joined us, and Cody Hyatt as well.
And Zoe had already been out to a bunch of shows. She's friends, and we're also friends with Ellis too.
Yeah.
So he kind of introduced her to us, and she came out and auditioned and already knew all the songs on multiple instruments.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, that pretty much seals that. So
Zoe, tell us your side about how you met up with the guys and what it was like from your perspective.
Oh, so I had already been a fan of the band and had gone to several shows, and they were one of my favorite local bands. So when they posted that they were looking for another instrumentalist, I jumped on it immediately.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, like Zoe's been a wonderful addition, has like completely transformed the feel of a lot of the tunes, like taking them further in the direction I think that was like originally intended.
it just adds a lot more dynamic, and differentiation from song to song, which is really cool. It
Yes.
for people to stay a little bit more engaged.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like me and her have a lot of fun with like kind of like the call and response. Like there's a little more dialogue musically. Like Greg and I had initially set up some moments in several pieces where there's some interlocking melodies, and so then to have that and add this like dialogue with several different instruments depending on the song has been super cool.
The band changes, the band evolves over time. You've had different members come and go. How does that influence the sound as a whole? And when someone new comes in, what's like you said with Zoe in particular, it was quite an easy flow. She just kind of blended well into the fabric because she understood the music, I think, as a fan already. But over the years, like, does it influence? Does it change? And when you see people leave the band, do you notice, or does it pretty much stay the same base of sound? Like, I'm curious about what people bring in and what they take out when they go.
I mean, that's a great question.
So far, it's changed every time. It feels like, the structure of the songs remains the same because it's still, been me and Emily this whole time. The layouts of the songs, the lyrics, obviously, all the foundations of the songs are the same, but Ellis really added a ton. If you listen to the stuff that we have out online now, that's all Ellis playing upright bass, and that's a very distinct sound, and it really added a very distinct rhythmic quality to the music compared to Cody, who plays a very different style, electric bass. There is a fear every time you change it, like, is it going to be for the better? And I would say that luckily so far it has been every time.
Yeah, it's been great.
Well, that's good to hear. So do you guys have plans on going back into the studio anytime soon? Or you said through the winter you're going to be working on some new stuff. Do you have a finite date in mind, or you just kind of let it come as it flows?
So as far as that goes, like right now, like our priorities are to find another bass player and to hash out some of this new stuff from like a writing standpoint, so that when we hit the music season in the spring, we'll be able to bring our music community and our friends and our fans and stuff like this, a refreshing batch of songs that we've like prepared.
Take me down to the river. Lay me under the water. May this wash away the past. I've been trying to find peace at last. Peace at last. Breathing out in a whisper. On the wind with a prayer. May this wash away the past. I've been trying to find peace at last. Peace at last.
Hit with music. Pow! Power!
Well, sometimes you get to thinking you're alive just because you're breathing. We've all had the time to think about the day that we'll be dying. It's the saddest thing to see for someone when those two worlds start colliding. Oh, and nothing hurts as much as the pain of a soul that's divided. Your death is always with you on your shoulder, watching everything you do. It's your fault playing games forever, trying to outsmart you. Your life depends on which one you feed, the happy or the sulking. Well, it's all up to you, start making tracks. heart from ashes into embers. And if you close your mind like a door to kindness, it might stop coming knocking. And that could lead you down the road to be a dead man walking. Dead man walking. Dead man walking. You wear your heart on your sleeve till you can't stop the tears from falling. Well, I hope you find what you've been looking for someday. Dead man walking. Dead man walking. Dead man walking. You wear your heart on your sleeve till you can't stop the tears from falling. Well, I hope you find what you've been looking for someday. Dead man walking. Yeah, I hope you find what you've been looking for someday. Dead man walking. Dead man walking.
If you enjoy this program, you can support us by going to WMMT.org and donating to this station. It wouldn't hurt if you mentioned Mewz by name. Your gift of any size helps keep original programming and local artists on the air.
More music.
These days my scenery seems some changes. Don't get me wrong, You speak your mind, disregard the rest that tries to convince you it's just not your time. But what does it mean to learn the way? How does one navigate coming home in a corner stay? Why was yesterday? Live on today. What tomorrow never comes. And how come we get so far? Only to wander back to where we are starting from. And in between all of the hurry and all the nagging worry, they still manage to get done. So people have to remember that all these well and ever
That's it for this episode and this season of Mewz on Mountain Talk. If you've enjoyed tuning in and chilling out with me, or here on Mountain Talk, you can find all of Mewz's previous episodes and our future ones at mewz.buzzsprout.com. Visit the website at kymewz.com or follow us on Substack and our socials. Special thanks to all of our guests and supporters this season, and to WMMT for giving us some airtime. Listen and support local. Go to WMMT.org to find out how. Stay tuned in and chilled out. I'm Crystal Jones, and this has been Mewz on Mountain Talk.